Encore Revival, America, August 28, 2017. This week saw flooding in Houston and protests in Phoenix and Berkeley. Trump is serious about the border. So are smugglers. Border agents found another tunnel, a first so clearly used to smuggle people rather than narcotics. The TSA is pushing its luck with even more pat-downs. The TSA's endgame of personal invasion is unclear. Perhaps the TSA wants to overwhelm, then back off to a level of incursion low enough for people to accept, but higher than before the TSA sported its blue uniforms and machines at airports. On the other hand, the TSA may be trying to reach as far of an incursion as possible before administrative changes from the top force the TSA to back off. The TSA could also be attempting to get more Republicans elected through reactive voting in the midterms. Then, the TSA may also be attempting to provoke more airports to hire private security teams to replace the TSA. They could be aiming for a separate privatized network of travel altogether, such as hover cars. Whatever the TSA's endgame is, the game doesn't end with the TSA on top. Frustration against Trump is stirring protests to a point where martial law may be unavoidable. People rioting against Trump only play into the hands they fear. If they were sober in their concerns that Trump was a tyrant, they wouldn't give him any excuse to march. But critical thinking doesn't seem to be a common thing these days. We also have the ongoing chess plays of racism and counter-racism. White shaming on college campuses isn't completely without warrant. As Howard Moskowitz said, to a worm in horseradish, the world is horseradish. White college students discussing multi-ethnic problems amongst themselves is indeed moot. But the solution is not for professors to blast white students with how wrong they are, but to encourage and empower international lifestyle. Perhaps Hurricane Harvey might cause Americans to turn their heads to other parts of the world. Then again, not as many people in America were concerned about Typhoon Hato when it hit Macau earlier this week. White people are not the only worms in horseradish. We all have our vegetables and sauces we think the world of. Encore. Revival is returning to America.